Everybody good? All right. Good afternoon. My name is Alan Baylog, the Chief of Police of the City of Burlington. We're here to provide you an update on the murder of 7-year-old Mason Jenkins. On Thursday night, several adults began arguing with each other in the parking lot of 1330 Beaumont Court. During the argument, several adult men armed themselves with firearms. As the argument spread into the apartment complex, a shot was fired, and Mason Jenkins, a 7-year-old boy, was hit. At this point, 911 was called. Police officers and other first responders rushed to Beaumont Court, where they located Mason with a gunshot wound and provided first aid. Tragically, Mason's injuries were very severe, and he died on Sunday morning. During the initial stages of this investigation, particularly Thursday and Friday, Burlington police officers and detectives began interviews of witnesses and gathering evidence. During these witness interviews, adults who were present for the argument and shooting of Mason Jenkins lied to the police about what happened. These people intentionally obstructed justice and lied about who shot a 7-year-old. Charges are pending for these people. As a result of these lies, Tremaine Armstrong and Kermonte Crosby were charged with attempted murder. Armstrong and Crosby did not shoot Mason Jenkins. However, they were both present. They were both in possession of a stolen firearm, and Crosby was also a felon in possession of a firearm. At the time of the incident, Armstrong was out on bond for assault by strangulation, and his bond has now been revoked. The attempted murder charges have been amended for both Armstrong and Crosby to the felony firearm charges. On Sunday morning, Mason Jenkins tragically died of his injuries from being shot. The department and Mason's family announced his death, and a few courageous witnesses stepped forward and told the truth about what happened last Thursday night. Detectives have continued to verify witness statements with physical evidence to identify the person who shot Mason Jenkins. Today, the Burlington Police Department and Alamance County Sheriff's Office executed 2 search warrants at the same time at 2 residences on Beaumont Court to gather evidence and apprehend the shooter. Saquon Jaheim Mason Rames has been arrested, and he is charged with the first-degree murder of Mason Jenkins. The investigation is not over. We want to thank those who have come forward, and we know there are more people who were on Beaumont Court on Thursday night and saw what happened. These people must also come forward. At this point, every person owes it to the memory of Mason Jenkins. We need you to come to the Burlington Police Department to tell the truth and ensure justice is done. Justice for Mason. Thank you very much. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you may have.
I know you said that there were witnesses that came forward and told the truth after Mason died. Were those the same witnesses that originally lied?
No.
Is it fair to say that without those few witnesses stepping forward to provide this information, we wouldn't be here today with Mr. Rames arrested?
That's correct. It's especially important for the public to know that hearsay information is not admissible in court. The only information that can be introduced is when somebody sees it for themselves, when they step forward and say, I was there, and I saw what happened, and this is exactly the facts. Without that information, criminal cases generally will not come together, and people will not be held accountable in the courts.
And so only one shot was fired?
Correct, as far as we know.
And then for is it Rames? That was
Rames.
Rames that was arrested. Where did you all arrest him at? Was he cooperative?
He was in one of the apartments on Beaumont Court, and as it relates to his level of cooperation, that is a part of the ongoing investigation, so I can't disclose that part.
Is it accurate to say Mr. Rames lived in this apartment for an extended period of time, or was he possibly visiting?
I do not know the circumstances of his residency there, but I do know that's where he was arrested today, and I know he was on Beaumont Court on Thursday night.
Is he in any way related to the victim?
Not to my knowledge.
And then with Crosby, I know you said Armstrong is in jail. Is Crosby still in jail? Is he out on bond?
He was when I looked about 2 hours ago, still in jail.
Is Rames one of the people who lied to the police?
That would be a component of the ongoing investigation, so I can't give you the answer to that one. Anybody else? All right. Thank you all so much.
Yes, at some point. Is there any way to make a copy of the minutes or? All right, I can just take a photo of this here. Need your hand with me. Sorry. Can I just take a quick copy of
We do have some footage from the Beaumont arrest today, not the arrest itself, but police action on the site.